Welcome back, Towners. Today we're cooking some steaks. Let's get it. Alright guys, we have our griddle here. This is our first time using it after we had seasoned it. We have some sirloin steaks here. We just covered it with some olive oil so that our seasonings would stick to it. And we added our steak seasoning mix that we have. This steak seasoning is primarily mixed with salt and pepper. It also has some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, coriander, and cumin added to it. And we heated up the griddle. I tried to preheat it, basically putting it up under the burners and letting it heat up. It started to smoke up heavily, so I turned the heat down and let it cool off a bit, and then try to reheat it back up and put the steaks on it. But I mean, it was hot enough to cook it, but it wasn't hot enough to get the dark black colored grill marks that I wanted on the griddle. But it wasn't an issue. It was just for presentation purposes. And plus the house started to smoke up a bit, and kids started coughing and choking and stuff. And so it may have been best to do this outside. Didn't bother me at all, but didn't want to see the kids coughing and choking from the smoke. We got a few flare-ups during the cook process, and my son saw the flare-ups and jumped up and was like, "It's a fire! We gotta call 911." So that was a bit funny moment during that. But we basically had the griddle going on high, and we started cooking the meat. We tried to turn it halfway through the first half of the cook to get some cross marks on the grilling. Cooked it for about 5 minutes on the first side, and then flipped it over and started grilling on the second side. And you can start to see some of the flare-ups coming up, and a lot of the smoke that's coming up off of it. We have an overhead fan, but it wasn't really catching that much smoke. So that's how it started getting a little bit smoky in here. But we basically cooked both sides of it. Cooked it for about 5 minutes on the first half before we flipped it, and then about 3 to 4 additional minutes on the second side. This was a pretty thick cut of meat, and we basically started checking the temp. We pulled it at around 145 to let it rest and get up to a medium well that we wanted. Alright, and this is what our steaks looked like when they were done after resting for about 10 minutes. Then we sliced into it. Got a nice, didn't get as much of a char on the outside that we wanted, but that's perfectly fine. It's just for presentation purposes. The meat was soft and tender, cut really easily. Bit of pink in the middle, but not bloody or anything. And the meat came out nice. It was still juicy, flavorful. Had a nice flavor from the seasoning that we added to it. And we used this for, we cut it up in strips and had it over some salad, steak salad. Also had like a deconstructed taco with no shell or anything, just steak, salsa, sour cream, guacamole, and ate it like that as just finger food for tacos. If you guys like this recipe, let me know in the comments below, or if you have any other ways that you cook your steaks on your griddle, or any ways that can help alleviate all the smoke in the house for the kids. As always, thank you guys for watching, and please enjoy. Hey guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. All menu items are listed in the description box. And thank you guys for watching.